welcome back to SacAnime Day 2, or Part 2. I wanted to start this video off with a more classical intro. For those of you who know my content before, I started making convention videos recently. And I wanted to start by talking about the last two videos that just came out. SacAnime Day 1 and FanExpo Friar's Dice. So SacAnime Day 1, pretty good video, I think. Got some good attention. Had some audio issues, if you couldn't tell. It was kind of tinny, but we fixed that in this video, so the audio gets much better. Camera was pretty good. But then Friar's Dice. What do I want to say about Friar's Dice? Friar's Dice was a labor of love. I loved that experience so much. It was so cool that, like, yeah, we got to film it and everything, but even if we didn't have a camera, I still would have wanted to do that experience because it was so fun. It was memorable. I'm always going to remember those dice that I got. I'm going to remember where I got them from. I'm going to remember who I got them from. I'm going to remember when I got them. You know, so it was just overall a really cool experience. But that video quality was horrible. I mean, we were recording on this little ass camcorder that I bought for 20 bucks on OfferUp that was supposed to shoot in 4K, but clearly it does not. But clearly we don't use that camera anymore. Got this nice little stabilizing rig. Ooh, that does not sound good. But we got that, you know, we've gotten better audio equipment. And I just wanted to thank you guys for being on this journey with me. I know we're just some insignificant little 61 subscriber, little over 1,000 views content creator, but this is truly a journey that we're going on. You know, we're perfecting our craft as we go. We're learning, doing things different, and getting some really cool experiences. I mean, I could very easily have scrapped those FanExpo videos and just said, no, those are bad. Like, I don't even want to touch them, but I still am editing them and putting them out. I'm not going to be editing the next two actually, because I didn't want to, so I put that off on my roommate. So he's going to be editing those videos. You guys will get to see his editing style. And I'm going to be working on this SacAnime video. And we've got another convention coming up that I'm going to be working on. We've also got tickets to go see Tyler, the Creator. So I think we're going to try to go and interview people in line about like their craziest Tyler take or something. I don't know, but you guys might see us with the camera there. But yeah, in any case, thank you guys for watching and staying tuned for this journey. And let's watch some interviews from SacAnime. Roll that. We're back. We took a short break. Walked around, found out exactly, you know, more cosplayers I want to interview. So we're gonna try to go and hunt them down again. Switched out the audio equipment, so hopefully this will work better. Yeah. Alrighty. So who do we have here?
This is Cheerfully Morbid Cosplay.
Awesome. And what is our cosplay today?
It's an original design. It's just a combination of Renaissance and Tudor wear with body horror and the thing.
So what inspired you to come up with something like this?
I wanted to dabble a little bit more into kind of like historical fashion, and I really love a big gown, and I really wanted to make something that like from far away you'd be like, oh, that's really pretty, and then when you get up close to it and you see all the eyes and the teeth, you're like, oh god, I hate it.
I definitely had that reaction walking up. Is this your, I'm guessing this is not your first cosplay?
No.
What are some of your others that are your favorites or you like?
One that I just retired was I did an Elizabethan xenomorph queen. So like the giant ruff with the giant head and like large gown and everything.
I heard it. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. The head was really hard to wear at times because low visibility and it was a lot of strain on the neck, even though it was paper mache and weighed only maybe 5-6 pounds. But even that
That's still a lot on your neck, so.
Oh, definitely.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for talking to us. You have a great rest of your con.
You too.
Where's the tequila, Joseph? Where's the tequila?
I got it right here.
Right here! Holy shit. How's your con?
Pretty cool so far.
Pretty cool so far. Excellent. What made you decide to want to do Tequila Joseph?
It's a staple of mine. Can't have SacAnime without it.
I 100% believe that. Any wisdom for us, Tequila Joseph?
Drink a bottle of water in the morning. It does so much better for your day.
Excellent. A day of heavy drinking, right?
Or just, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much. You have a good con. Hi, Sonic. Can I take a picture with you?
You want to go ask one of them?
What in the goddamn?
Wait, is that a Chris Chan reference?
Alrighty, so who do we have here?
My name is Michael.
Michael, and what are we dressed up as today?
I'm a Nanite Systems operative from PlanetSide 2.
PlanetSide 2. Okay, I have not played that game. Should I?
Maybe not anymore.
Not anymore. Why not?
It was bought out by a new dev company, and they added fishing mechanics to a first-person shooter.
What's wrong with that?
It's not a fishing game.
That's true. That's true. But don't you ever just want to, wind down with a good old rod and a beer, and think about all of the enemies you've vanquished?
I mean, sometimes it can be nice. I admit that. But if I wanted to do that, I would just go play web fishing.
Excellent. Awesome. You've got a screen right here that I'm going to zoom in on in post-production. How much did this set you back? This sounds like a lot.
I've thought about it a lot, and I'm really not super sure because it took so long to put together. If I had to guess, I would put it somewhere in the $800 range.
$800. Okay, excellent. Did you sign up for the cosplay contest? Like, be honest.
I did not.
Why not?
I missed the chance to enter for judging.
Oh, you can still do it. You can still walk. Well, you can't now. Signups are closed. But thank you much for your time. Any wisdom you can impart on us in character before we head out? Thank you very much. You have a great rest of your con, okay?
What do you think? W or not?
I'm going to say not.
No?
I'm going to say not.
What's better? Give you a choice. Out of Demon Slayer, NHA, JJK, and Black Clover.
Okay, out of those four, I'm going to pick Black Clover. I'm not saying Black Clover isn't peak. I'm not saying it's not up there. I just don't think it's the best. I don't know what the best would be personally. I'm an old gen fan. I'm an Evangelion fan.
I can agree with that.
So that's Evangelion, Trigun. Those are my jams. New gen, Attack on Titan, SAO.
Okay.
My jams. Season 1 of SAO though.
Okay.
Season 1, first half of season 1. I'm gonna be biased. I know it's not the best, but it's my favorite Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
It's not the best. It's not the best, but it's my favorite. So, but that would be my. Oh, I'm caught up.
Okay.
I'm caught up.
So you know real pain. You know real pain.
I know real pain, dude.
You know real pain.
Understand.
Okay. Amen.
Peter, the horse is here. No. Mandalorian's got his sody. Who do we have here?
Tech from Bad Batch.
And?
Captain Rex.
Awesome. How long have we been doing cosplay, you guys?
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years. Awesome. How'd you guys start out in cosplay?
Just saw one thing that was easy enough that I wanted to make, and then I just kept teaching myself more.
Excellent. So I'm guessing these are made costumes? Awesome. How long did it take you for these individually?
This, I'd say, hours, in terms of hours, would be close to 70 hours over like 3 months. Yeah.
7 hours over 3 months. So what are some other cosplays that we do? If you've been doing it for so long, I'm sure you've got a plethora of them.
Oh yeah, we like Star Wars and Warcraft and a couple animes and comics and games, yeah.
Like Monster Hunter, Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah.
Awesome.
You cosplayed Omega from Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, I have cosplayed Omega from Sonic Heroes, yeah.
I'm a fake fan.
Oh, fake fan over here. Any wisdom you guys can impart on us in character before we head out?
We never follow orders.
What's up?
We never follow orders.
Oh, you are so funny. But yeah, don't follow anyone else's instruction unless you know they're right. Also, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Make as many mistakes as you possibly can so you can become better at it.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. You have a great rest of your con.
Nice Sonic shoe. I like that.
Alrighty. Who do we have here?
Maros.
Maros. And tell us about your fursuit head.
It was very expensive. I did not make it.
How expensive?
It was $1,400 for a head, hands, feet, and a tail.
Okay, for a full suit, I get that, $1,400. I thought you were going to say $1,400 for the head, and I was like, damn, Bam! Okay, so how long have you been fursuiting?
I've been fursuiting since I probably got into the fandom when I was like 11, so almost 9 years now.
9 years now. Awesome. Do you have any wisdom for us before we head out about conventions, fursuiting, or anything of the like?
Yes. Drink water and wash your hands.
Excellent. Thank you very much. You have a great rest of your con. So that was fun. Remember when I said that I didn't plan this video very well? That's partially true. So I had about 15 minutes worth of footage. Well, it was more like 2 hours, but it'd be edited down into 15 minutes of Connor dressing up like Jesus and asking people to confess their sins. And I'm going to be honest, it was pretty funny. But some dumbass forgot to turn on the audio box. So we did not get audio for that segment. So that leaves this video short. But I've got content on the back burner that luckily I can use to fill up some space. So coming up next is going to be our exclusive interview with the North American rep from XPlus, a statue and figurine manufacturer out of Japan. So without further ado, roll the fucking footage. Alrighty, welcome back, guys, to day 3 of FanExpo. I know that we were mostly doing our interviews yesterday, but I got to talk to this really cool guy, and I just wanted to stop by again and kind of rehash our conversation because we had a really good talk. So tell me, who am I here with today?
I'm Jeremy Souls. I'm the Director of Operations for XPlus North America.
Very cool. Now, what does XPlus North America do?
So we're a major toy manufacturer. We've been doing Godzilla, Kaiju, different franchises like Pokemon in Japan for about 20 years now.
20 years?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
And the company is out of Osaka, Japan, and it actually started off originally in the 80s as a clothing textile, I believe.
Really?
That sort of store, or like that sort of company. But then over time it grew, and we have like multimedia companies now, like things like Star Ace, where we do these like super realistic toys that are a part of the big umbrella that we're under, which is XPlus. But the point I'm trying to make here is that there's several companies and several different facets that we're up to in the world.
Yeah, very cool. Now we've got a couple of figures over here. Tell us about which ones are some of your favorite pieces, because I know my favorite pieces that I'll ask you about. But what would be your favorite piece you've got on the table right now?
It's so hard because it's a man. Okay, top 3, definitely Train Biter. This dude is the wingman photo Godzilla that everyone is after. Matter of fact, this last month or two, taking him to cons, I've come to realize I need to have more of this guy just on hand in the website for people to buy. Because the amazing part about this little guy is he attracts people, man, in a good way. And like I said, when I went to like Hawaii, New York Comic-Con, people were coming in wanting pictures with it. They're curious about it. And that's the thing that I love about this job. It's like you can take something so arbitrary that people love and make them so happy.
Absolutely.
And surprise them with something like that. They're not, people aren't used to seeing something kind of strange like this coming around. So there's that like surprise factor in it too, and the curiosity that I like to see people have. But it also is always a chance to do the right thing by saying a good message to people. Like I was saying the other day, like we're all like chalk, and we have a decision to either mark somebody with good or bad. And for me, this has been the ultimate way for me to spread good positivity to people, man. I feel thankful for this position, man, because not a lot of people get this opportunity, and I don't want to waste it, doing something that I could have changed the world with Godzillas.
Oh,
so,
absolutely. Now, I want to talk about my favorite pieces.
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
So we've got these two bad boys right here. The Ava Unit 1 and Ava Unit 2 Godzilla models. These are what originally caught my eye earlier. Just the amount of detail
and just the posing and everything, the colors just really comes out, brings it all together, and brings two IPs that really, you know, it's great to see. So are you you're obviously a fan of the Godzilla properties? Are you a fan of the Ava properties?
You know what? We originally released these when Shin Godzilla came out, so I'll do a little bit of backstory behind this.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
So these were actually promotional pieces that they had created, these characters for the films in Japan during Shin Godzilla, because the director directing the Eva fans, or Eva movies, and the Shin Godzilla. We acquired the rights to make this, and the second time around, like this is our second re-release of this in 2016. It's kind of exploded in a way. Like these crossover toys have become really popular. And the craziest part is, out of all the conventions that I've been to this year, people recognize the Evas before Godzilla even, which really shocked me, to be honest. These things are hand sculpted in Japan, by the way. I think I explained that a little bit to you. We do a pre-order basis, so there's only as many orders as we get pre-orders, plus a little bit of a margin for like defects and things. But so that's what adds to the excitement of them, is the rarity of them. So they're exclusives, they're limited in numbers, and that's what helps. Like people really want that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not like something that you can just go to the Target and pick up.
Oh,
anywhere.
absolutely, yeah. Because you know, it's one thing like these figures are really. We talked about it earlier about the models and how, like, you know, I'm a model builder, so like there's not really been like statues and figures that have moved me, because I'm like, I can just build it up by myself and pose it, except for these. You mentioned you had other crossovers. What other crossovers do you guys have going on that we aren't seeing at the show?
Yeah. So I can't technically tell you here, but I will say that they're major IPs that companies are wanting to create these things and work with us, so we're in the midst of that. I don't want to overpromise or anything like that, but it's gonna happen, and it's exciting. So, you know, you mentioned model kits. I find that really interesting, because typically, you know, we see like the older gentlemen that are like into the model kits, and I find it really refreshing that, you know, guys our age are seeing the value in them, seeing how cool they are. We have model kits that we produce. Ray Harryhausen, Jurassic Park,
right here.
Godzilla. Like we have Godzilla like kits that you can assemble and like paint yourself, that are like the vinyl too.
Oh,
so, like,
wow!
You pop them in, like big ones too, and we sell kits of those. So there's a plethora of just all kinds of different products that people like collect. For example, we're coming out with the 7-inch line here at the beginning of 2025. Well, that's perfect for people like here that have space restrictions. They might not want to spend over $100 on a toy. So a $65 toy, a toy under $100, perfect. It's 7 inches. We're calling it the Toho Kaiju Wars series. We announced it at New York Comic Con. I can send you some like painted pictures of the prototype.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever you send, we'll throw it up. In fact, it's right here. I'm editing it right now. It's right here. This is the stuff that he's sending me right now.
Yeah. So like, I will make sure that the licensee is okay with that.
Yeah.
We have an article that our chairman of our company that started all of XPlus originally. He's going to be in this article coming up in Japan recently, talking about those toys that I'm telling you about.
Very cool.
So it's super fun to see that not only are we making an impact here in the United States with these toys, but we're being recognized in other countries too. Like, for example, I've had people from Taiwan make these really elaborate videos. Even though we're technically licensed for North America, it's making its way overseas too, naturally. So I think that's really exciting to see.
Yeah, no, this is just a really cool company to hear about, because it's like, it's so self-contained, but it seems like it covers such a wide area within like its birth. Like it fills up the space, and it's just really cool to see this, like this level of artistry at this level of a company, you know, like this is care. This is care and time that was put into these, that, you know, mass production is huge. It's so easy to have a plastic mold filler and just all these statues, and it's just gotten so oversaturated. These are amazing. Do you got, so pretty much con, what's one of the craziest cons you've been to?
Man.
Just
What are
some
the
fun questions now.
Yeah, fun questions. So I love fun questions. So the craziest con, I would have to say this year it has to be New York Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
Just the sheer amount of people that went to that event, and not to mention this year they had a Bandai booth for Godzilla where this person came out and had the suit. They had hired him. I think he's from South America somewhere. He came all the way up to do this. Well, some of our toys were in that display case, so that naturally drew all of that crowd over to us too. People were like tagging their photos with Godzilla on our page, even though it wasn't technically related. But it's fun, and that's what I'm talking about. Like Godzilla and these things, kaiju, bring community together. Man.
Absolutely.
And that's the really like the best part about this is like we're giving people something that they really love. Like these things are super important to some people, man. Like it's their favorite film growing up. It's like the thing that they're like super passionate
it's their
about.
favorite film growing up. It was their dad's favorite films growing up. It was someone's favorite, like Godzilla. And there's so much good Godzilla content for whatever you're looking to get out of the franchise. You know, you want something that's silly, goofy monster fights, you go back. You want something that's actually gonna scare like the bejesus out of you, you can go and watch one of the newer ones. You want something that is gonna scare the shit out of you but still has that old feel, you go watch the older ones. And you know, there's a little bit of everybody for Godzilla in Godzilla, and it's just great to see it crossing these mediums, you know, and how much like Godzilla is an icon.
Right, and not only that, you know, to add to what you're saying, you know, in retrospective, I want people to think about this for a minute. Godzilla originally was a metaphor for nuclear weapons and the warning of not using them. It's so relevant to today with things going on today that message is super powerful, because at the end of that film, this is what always stuck with me, is in the original Japanese, they said, as long as we keep using nuclear weapons, another Godzilla will appear. And that makes me think of the deep conceptual idea that we create these archetypes, these monsters. We're responsible for these things that we create, and it's a good warning to humanity in full that Godzilla is a lot more than just a person in a suit. It's a literal message to the world about doing the right thing.
Absolutely. And then final question for the evening. You've been fantastic. What's your favorite Godzilla movie?
Oh man, this is so hard. Okay.
I knew it was. That's why I saved it for last. You got to give us your favorite.
Okay.
You can cheat and give us a top 3 if you need to.
Yeah. I would say -1, and because not only does it mark a significant point in my life, but the movie itself was just amazingly shot.
Yeah.
The storyline was amazing. It was everything I wish the American Godzilla films were. But, you know, that's to each their own. I'm not knocking on anyone that likes any sort of Godzilla, because like you said, there's so many different films for so many different people that, you know, there's something for everybody in there.
Absolutely.
And there's a message deep inside of a lot of these films that when you dig deep into it, you see the message coming out, but it's performed in such a fun way with tokusatsu. And I think that's what, like the campiness and the seriousness and all of that combined together is what really attracts people to this kind of stuff.
Yeah, awesome. Well, again, thank you much for the interview. This has been great. Thank you much.
Yeah,
this has been a pleasure.
It,
of course.
Yeah.
You've been fantastic.
Yeah,
thank you.
Really enjoyed that.
Can you tell by my costume changes? I've had a very eventful day. Anyways, thank you very much to those very few of you that actually make it to the end of one of my videos. Bless. And thank you to everyone who skipped ahead and is watching this now, because hey, at least you watched part of it. Anyways, hopefully you guys saw the increase of quality between our last 2 videos and this video. Hopefully you saw a little bit deeper into some of the things that we're planning on doing with this channel. I'm hoping to get more brand spotlights, hoping to get some, you know, famous people interviews like our Ryan Colt Levy interview that I keep talking about, which will be coming up in the next video. But thank you for watching. Is my camera slowly tilting? It'll be funny if it is. Thank you for watching, and until next time, Kohi signing off.